Imagine a property so grandiose, where everything is planned down to the smallest details, and the owner is one of the most iconic personalities in the history of cinema. Can you imagine what it's like to live on a billionaire's farm where luxury and sustainability go hand in hand? Arnold Schwarzenegger, better known as the Terminator, is not only a Hollywood star, but also a successful entrepreneur and owner of an impressive farm. Now, you may ask yourself, how does a man with such fame and success choose to live away from the spotlight on a property far from the hectic life of Los Angeles? How does he manage to turn a farm into a business that not only reflects his successful life, but also what he values? The answer lies in the way he envisions the future, nature, and the legacy he wants to leave for the next generation. Arnold Schwarzenegger acquired his property in 1986 in the city of Los Angeles. But what he built there is not just a luxury home. The place is a true empire of sustainability, with renewable energy systems, organic farming, and a life that is deeply focused on the well-being of animals and nature. He has turned his farm into a model of how it is possible to be successful while also respecting the environment. Did you know that Schwarzenegger, in addition to being a big name in Hollywood, is also an advocate for sustainable farming practices and environmental preservation? On his farm, he invests in innovative technologies, ecological practices, and the cultivation of organic food. This leads us to a great reflection. How can we, as a society, find a balance between personal success and the preservation of our planet? And if you could spend a day exploring a billionaire's farm, what would you do first? Would you stroll through the fields of organic vegetables or get lost among the gardens and animals? Life on Arnold Schwarzenegger's farm is a unique blend of luxury and nature, and that's what makes the place so fascinating. Behind the cameras and celebrity status, there is a man who sees success in a different way. It's not just about money or fame, but about a legacy of care for the world around him. And he has made his farm an example of this. Now, let's explore a bit more about how this farm works and what it represents for Schwarzenegger, shall we? Now that you have an idea of how grand Arnold Schwarzenegger's farm is, let's dive deeper into the aspects that make this place a true masterpiece of balance between business, nature, and quality of life. One of the first things that catches the attention of those visiting Schwarzenegger's farm is his commitment to sustainability. The property is equipped with a series of systems that ensure efficient use of natural resources. Solar panels power much of the farm, ensuring that energy production is clean and renewable. Additionally, water, a precious resource, is used with extreme care, being stored and reused in an intelligent way. Arnold has always been an advocate for environmental preservation, and his farm is a reflection of his values. Growing organic food is a priority, with several gardens and orchards spread throughout the property. He not only plants for personal consumption, but also to provide fresh, healthy products for his community. In many interviews, Arnold has mentioned that one of his greatest pleasures is working the land, something that reflects his genuine connection to nature. And what about the animals on the farm? Schwarzenegger is extremely careful with their well-being. The farm houses a variety of animals, and Arnold has created an environment where these living beings can live in harmony. He believes that the way we treat animals is a reflection of our own humanity. That's why he ensures that all the animals on his property receive the best possible care, with spacious areas and constant attention. But don't be mistaken, Arnold's farm is not just a utopia of nature and healthy living. The property also serves as a space where business and innovation take place. He uses his knowledge in business and agriculture to transform the farm into a learning center for sustainable farming practices. Schwarzenegger has invested in cutting-edge technologies to optimize agricultural production while simultaneously reducing the environmental impact. He believes it's possible to combine rural life with technology in an intelligent and responsible way. Now, I wonder, what would be the impact of a society that adopted practices like Arnold's? How could this change the future of cities, agriculture, and even our own lives? If big celebrities started investing more in sustainability projects like this, could the world see a real transformation? The reality of Schwarzenegger's farm is not just an example for billionaires, but a lesson that all of us can apply in some way. Can you imagine adopting more sustainable practices in your own life, whether in food, energy consumption, or animal care? What steps would you take to live in a way that's more connected to nature, but without giving up success? Now, let's take it a step further and explore some of the nuances that make Arnold Schwarzenegger's farm a true reference not only in the world of celebrities, but also in the field of agricultural innovation and sustainability. What makes Schwarzenegger's farm truly advanced is not just its state-of-the-art infrastructure or its emphasis on sustainability. The real differentiator lies in the philosophy behind every choice he makes. For example, the decision to invest in regenerative farming practices, a relatively new concept that has been gaining traction for its ability to restore soil health and promote long-term agriculture without compromising natural resources. Schwarzenegger and his team have been actively investing in techniques that go beyond simply growing food. The concept of regenerative farming is based on the idea of restoring the soil, improving biodiversity, and promoting agricultural systems that, instead of depleting resources, work to regenerate them. He uses methods that involve planting cover crops, crop rotation, and composting to return nutrients to the soil. It's as if he's taking care of the land the same way he takes care of his own health, with a focus on the long term. And that's not all. The farm also houses a sophisticated aquaponics system, which combines fish farming with plant cultivation. This system creates a balanced life cycle, where the fish provide nutrients for the plants, and the plants help filter the water for the fish. Besides being a sustainable solution for growing food, this system is a brilliant example of how different areas can complement each other to create something innovative and efficient. When we talk about the real impact of these choices, we cannot ignore the transformative potential these practices could have on a global scale. If more people, or even large companies, started adopting an approach similar to Schwarzenegger's, it would be possible to transform agricultural industries into something much more sustainable, capable of providing high-quality food without harming the planet. And it's not just an environmental issue. Practices like these are also economically viable in the long term, creating a form of profit that respects natural cycles and doesn't deplete resources. This type of innovation makes us wonder, how can we apply these principles in our own lives? Regenerative farming may seem distant to many, but the lessons it brings are universal. What can we learn from the care and patience required to restore the land? How does this translate into our own journey, whether in business, taking care of our health, or personal development? The connection between hard work and lasting results is a clear lesson here. Arnold has always mentioned in his interviews that success is a long-term process. Just like on his farm, he believes that personal and financial success is not something built overnight, but rather through smart, consistent, and sustainable choices over time. And this applies to both professional and personal life. Now, I'd like to know, Do you feel motivated to explore new models of life, work, and more sustainable business practices? What changes do you believe could be made in your own lifestyle to make it more aligned with the principles we see on Arnold's farm? Now that we've explored in detail Arnold Schwarzenegger's farm, it's time to reflect on everything we've seen so far and understand the real impact of this example on all of our lives. Schwarzenegger's farm is more than just a wealthy millionaire's rural retreat. It is a representation of how it is possible to combine personal success, commitment to nature, and innovation in a single space. Throughout this video, we've seen how Arnold has invested in sustainable farming practices, adopting technologies that not only help preserve the environment, but also show that true success goes beyond the simple accumulation of wealth. It lies in creating something lasting, something that makes a difference in the long run. Schwarzenegger didn't just build a farm, he built a legacy. His approach to caring for the land, the animals, and even himself is a lesson in patience, perseverance, and forward thinking. He doesn't settle for just being a successful businessman or a movie star. He wants to be remembered as someone who did something positive for the world. And the Billionaire farm is living proof of his dedication to these principles. We also saw how the farm has become a center for learning and innovation. The use of technologies like solar panels and aquaponic systems shows that the future of agriculture and entrepreneurship is increasingly focused on practices that respect the environment without sacrificing economic success. Schwarzenegger teaches us that we can be prosperous while respecting nature, and that the choices we make today can have a huge impact on the future. So, what is the answer to the question we asked at the beginning of this video? How does such a successful man choose to live on a farm away from the hustle and bustle of big cities? The answer is simple, yet powerful. Arnold Schwarzenegger chose to build something lasting that not only benefits his life but also inspires future generations to live more responsibly, more connected to the environment, and with a greater purpose. And you, what can you learn from this philosophy? How can you apply some of these ideas in your personal or professional life? If Arnold was able to transform an ordinary farm into an example of sustainability and success, what more can we achieve with vision, dedication, and the willingness to make a difference? As we've seen, true wealth is not just in what we accumulate, but in the legacy we leave behind. And by looking at Schwarzenegger's farm, we are reminded that success and sustainability can go hand in hand, creating a more promising and balanced future. Congratulations! If you've made it this far, it means you're committed to your growth and to transforming your life, just as Arnold Schwarzenegger did with his Billionaire farm. He didn't just build a luxury property, but a true masterpiece of sustainability and innovation. And the great lesson we can learn from him is that true success is not just about what we achieve, but the legacy we leave for the future. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to check out other videos from Celebrity Farm, where we explore the lifestyle and lessons of major celebrities. Here, we aim to show how these icons use their influence to create positive impacts in their lives and in the world around them. Now, I want to know from you, what else inspires you about Arnold Schwarzenegger's life and his farm? Comment below something you've learned that you'll apply in your own journey to success. And if you made it to the end, congratulations. You are a persistent person, and that's a reflection of your commitment to your future. Comment: I made it to the end. I'm persistent. I will succeed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming inspiring videos. See you in the next video. Keep believing in your potential and the impact you can make in the world. Until then.